If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant. Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Thinking on a death blow without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
10 with the movement. Like that. Now split the difference. There.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Cripman's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood arsenal. It's a miniature nuclear payload, in a man-portable format. A squad of troops armed with one of these is virtually unstoppable. If you ever have the pleasure of firing one of them, allow me to give you a word of advice. Don't fire one of them in close quarters. There won't be enough of you to bury in a shoebox. That enough to go on?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Center mass.
Unless you'd like getting shot, I can turn your back.
I'd just leave that, right?
This is our supply room. Unless you're here, it's your business. I need you to clear.
I don't know about Sprite and Orion,
Too much.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust on the criminal's hull.
You know those scents with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out. If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Dr. Quinlan for analysis.
It's good to be back.
We've got company. Go down. You hear that?
Damn it! I'm here!
Good work. Don't leave anything behind.
Getting hungry.
This area seems to be in disarray. Wonder if this is recent.
Hey,
Where do you want me?
Stuff. Over there.
oh, what's that? That's it.
What was that? Trick. What? Who's there? Loaded!
Watch your step. There's quite a bit of debris here.
out there! Somewhere! I knew it! Tear you apart!
Weapons cold.
I hear something. Time to die!
Paladin Dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
I was just doing what Elder Maxon asked. No more, no less.
Well, it's good to see you.
Uh-huh.
These monstrosities are just another... I've been fighting.
Uh-huh.
I've seen what these super mutants do.
Sure.
It would be arming.
Makes sense.
Anyway, what's important, you should head back. Dismissed. You should head back to the Pridwin. I'll take care... You should head back to the Pridwin. I'll take care of the shells. And the mess.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth. Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Pridwin. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a station. All in all, you handed us quite a...
It was an honor fighting.
I'm glad you feel that. In order to bring I try to signal grenades can call a vertebrate. Simply throw one to the... Once you're aboard...
Uh-huh. Thank you,
I expected you would. Now, I'm sure an even greater task. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
That's fortunate.
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, after some time, she developed differences. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Sorry, that information is classified. I'm sure you understand. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
System deltas at 100%. Secondary deltas standing by.
Lancer Captain Kells has informed me that the Institute's on high alert, and you're to blame. Explain yourself, Knight.
How did you know?
We've been monitoring communications, and picked up an encrypted signal being broadcast from the Institute. What the hell were you thinking?
The Institute is the enemy. I was simply doing my duty.
Your duty is to follow my orders to the letter, Knight. Your instructions were clear. You were to infiltrate the Institute, find Dr. Lee, and convince her to return to the Brotherhood. I'm extremely disappointed in you, Knight. Am I boring you, Knight?
My apologies, Elder.
Apologies are meaningless. Brotherhood soldiers take responsibility for their actions and move on. Fortunately, this incident doesn't change our current strategy. We have a contingency plan that's already being put into effect that should ensure completion of our... No. I believe you still possess an important piece of data. I want you to bring it to her immediately. And Knight, don't
Station keeping maintained. Thruster stable.
At Victoria, brother. prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot, leaves that memorable ozone smell.
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece.
I'm not here for small talk.
Suit yourself. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment.
Sure.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. We can't risk tipping off the Institute. For now, the fewer people that know about it, the better. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational.
It'll take a miracle to get this pile of junk operational.
You think he looks rough now? You should have seen him when I unsealed the salvage crates filled with his parts. Now, the good news is that we've got most of... The bad news is that it's gonna take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Prydwen, so as much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are... What we need is a robotics expert, and there's someone in Diamond City that fits the bill. Her name's Professor Skara. Locals say she's a wizard when it comes to fixing robots. Why don't you head over there and see if you can talk her into helping us? Oh, and take this with you. Once she sees one of those cerebro fusion adapters, I'm pretty sure she'll have a tough time saying no. In the meantime, I'll prep Prime's CPU and we'll see if we can't get the big guy moving.